Howdy to the Lone Star State's Cowboys Nation. Your like and subscription to this video are essential for us. Please consider it. Thanks, yo! The Dallas Cowboys are on the lookout for a fresh defensive coordinator, and owner Jerry Jones is aiming for a stellar addition, as reported by Sports Illustrated's Mike Fisher. An unnamed owner shared that the Cowboys' upcoming strategy to fill Dan Quinn's shoes is to land a major win. It's tough to envision a bigger victory than snagging ex-Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll. This seasoned coach belongs to the exclusive club of those who've clinched a championship in both college football and the NFL. Carroll's sudden departure from Seattle seemed one-sided, and he's dropped hints about wanting to get back to coaching. Currently, Carroll holds a consulting position with the Seahawks, though specifics about his duties are sparse. In 2023, Carroll ranked within the elite top 5 coaches across all sports. After sealing a contract extension in 2020, this veteran coach's salary averaged out at $15 million, with the deal set to run through 2025. This sets Carroll's contract value in the ballpark of $90 million. Indeed, it's quite a bit less than what he'd earn in a coordinator position. Fisher points out Carroll as a key figure to keep an eye on if Jones is aiming for a home run hire for his next defensive coordinator. Carroll, recently ousted from his long-standing position at the helm of the Seattle Seahawks, expresses a keen desire to continue coaching. With a career that spans the full spectrum of football achievements, Carroll, even at 72, shows no signs of dwindling energy. For those looking to replicate the Quinn-like successes, bringing Carroll on board would echo the Dallas Cowboys' strategic move in the 90s when they replaced Norv Turner with his mentor, Ernie Zampese. Such a hire would certainly be a jaw-dropper, but undoubtedly in the best sense, as mentioned by Fisher. One might wonder what drives Carroll to consider a shift from years at the helm as a head coach to a coordinator's position. The move seems to offer Carroll more potential downsides than upsides. Despite the Cowboys' status as a premier team, envisioning an increase in Carroll's professional value from such a transition seems unlikely. On the flip side, should the team falter under his coordination, it could significantly diminish Carroll's prospects for securing another head coaching position. This scenario only aligns if Carroll is determined to return to coaching next season, regardless of not being the top decision-maker. With Mike McCarthy approaching the end of his contract, this position might set the stage for a head coaching elevation for Carroll in 2025. Carroll has expressed his willingness to return to coaching, though he acknowledges the challenge in securing a suitable role for his comeback. Carroll shared with Seattle Sports Brock and Salk in a January 11 interview, expressing his openness to various opportunities while tempering expectations. He mentioned his excitement for the challenges and adventures the world has to offer, stating his readiness to embrace whatever comes his way, without committing to any specific path just yet. The Dallas Cowboys might create a significant impact during free agency by acquiring one of the NFL's most underappreciated talents. The Dallas Cowboys are emerging as a prospective home for Los Angeles Chargers running back Austin Ekeler, as noted by Bleacher Report's David Kenyon. With Ekeler on the verge of entering free agency, his time with the Chargers appears to be coming to an end, a sentiment he echoed after the Chargers' final regular season game in January. According to Kenyon, the Cowboys might propose to Ekeler an annual salary between $7 and $8 million. Kenyon highlights Ekeler's status as a valuable and versatile running back when fit. The consideration for the 28-year-old revolves around balancing his role, financial rewards, or competing with a team likely for the last significant contract of his career. Ekeler is set to be among the most sought-after running backs in the free agent pool. However, as he approaches his 29th year following the least productive season of his career, the extent of his market value remains uncertain. In the 2023 season, Ekeler accumulated only 628 rushing yards across 179 attempts, averaging 3.5 yards per carry, alongside 5 rushing touchdowns and 51 catches for 436 receiving yards with a single receiving touchdown. This performance contrasts with his 2022 season, where he amassed 915 rushing yards from 204 attempts, averaging 4.5 yards per carry, and scored 13 rushing touchdowns, in addition to securing 107 receptions for 7 122 receiving yards and 5 receiving touchdowns. Ekeler topped the NFL in touchdowns for consecutive seasons in 2021 and 2022. Despite this impressive output, Ekeler has yet to receive a Pro Bowl nomination. Despite his impressive performance, Ekeler didn't secure the contract he aimed for as he entered the 2023 offseason seeking a contract extension. Following his expression of feeling blindsided when the Chargers halted extension discussions in April, Ekeler consented to a modified contract in May, incorporating $1.75 million in incentives. Under the terms laid out by Kevin Patra over at NFL.com, Ekeler stands to rake in a hefty sum for his on-field achievements. He's eyeing up to a cool $1 million if he racks up total yards anywhere between 1,125 and 1,639. On top of that, finding the end zone between 10 to 16 times could net him up to $600,000. And should he earn the nod for the Pro Bowl in 2023, that's another $150,000 in his pocket. Ekeler's scaled-back participation in the Chargers' game plan meant he didn't hit a single one of those lucrative contract bonuses. Spotrac puts Ekeler's worth at a solid $7.4 million annually over a trio of seasons, summing up to more than $22 million in total value. The Cowboys are at a crossroads with their running back strategy. They might keep Tony Pollard on board after slapping him with a franchise tag valued a tad over $10 million for the 2023 season. However, Pollard's track record as the main man in the backfield doesn't quite dazzle, with an average of only 4.0 yards per carry this last season. His performance in crunch time, particularly in short yardage and goal line scenarios, didn't shine either, tallying up only 6 touchdowns for the season. The Cowboys might just take a whole new route and snag Ekeler, known far and wide as the NFL's top-notch red zone and dual threat back in recent times. The running back market in free agency is ripe with talent, boasting seasoned pros like Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, and DeAndre Swift up for grabs. A fresh face could be just what Dallas needs, and Ekeler might be the sharpshooter they set their sights on. In conclusion, the Dallas Cowboys have the opportunity to make a significant impact in the NFL by potentially bringing in former Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll as their defensive coordinator. Carroll's proven track record and desire to continue coaching could be a game-changer for the Cowboys' defense, and it's a move that fans should keep a close eye on. On the offensive side, the Cowboys are also exploring options in the running back department, with Austin Ekeler emerging as a potential target. Ekeler's versatility and past success make him an attractive choice in free agency, and the Cowboys could benefit from his skills. Whether it's a coaching legend like Carroll or a dynamic player like Ekeler, the Cowboys are poised to make some exciting moves in the coming NFL season. We value your feedback. Please subscribe and leave your opinion in the comments. Thank you for watching.